Hello there. So our first video of stuttering therapy tutorials is going to go into how to recognize types of disfluencies. That's a big part in creating a therapy program that is effective for students who you can hear me do it through right now, who stutter. Um, so it all depends on the sounds that you hear the disfluencies and the type of disfluencies. So the most common disfluencies you'll hear are repetitions, like you just heard me say on stuttering. I repeated the sound at the beginning of the word. That's probably one of the most common ones, one of the hallmarks that everybody recognizes as being a stuttering moment or what we call a disfluency. There are also blocks, which is when you have that block of airflow. So it's almost like the speech is paused. So if I'm saying airplane, it sounds more like "a- a- a- airplane." It takes a while for it to come out. Um, that there's a different way that you would treat that versus a repetition. And you can also sometimes hear prolongations. Um, where, like, let's say you're saying the word airplane again, but midway through the word you're saying airplane, and it takes a while to come out. You can hear that too. So those are the three most common ones. Speech rate does impact those things as well too. So if we hear, um, the speech rate is very, very fast, usually the first thing that we try to work on is slowing that speech rate down a little bit. That can be done in a variety of ways too. We'll go over some of those, but the first thing is recognizing the types of disfluencies. We're going to cover um, three different techniques. The big one is easy onset is the first one. That's one of the most important foundational strategies for improving speech fluency. One of the other ones is called soft contact. Now, there are some more kid-friendly names for these, such as like using smooth speech or easy starts or things along those lines. I'm sticking to these names because those are the most commonly used, but you may hear different names if you're looking up resources for these. So, um, like I said, the names are easy onset, soft contact. We're also going to work on slowed speech rate. There are some other techniques, but they're less foundational skills and more like advanced techniques. Um, so easy onset, how that works is essentially you're speaking as you breathe out. Soft contact, you're making sure all your articulators are not, there's no tension. Everything is very, very loose. Um, so that you're decreasing that tension to increase fluency. Slowed speech rate, it's the same idea. You're decreasing that tension, making everything a lot smoother, and just allowing yourself the ability to think more about what you're saying and how you're saying it before you say it. Um, there's a lot of cognitive processes that go into speech that we're not even aware of, but when you're working on increasing speech fluency, you do have to be more aware of the things that you do and how you say things and your breath and everything else. So slowing down helps you just concentrate on all those things. It's less of a cognitive load. All right, so the next video, we're going to go over easy onset and how to use that.